Good day to you. My name is Wesley Farewell. I am going to be teaching this training called Apologetics for Evangelism at Lincoln Brain Church, and I wanted to send a quick intro video, just kind of what we're about and what you're getting yourself into. So we're going to come together and we're going to learn how to share the gospel. We're going to challenge ourselves about what we think and why we believe it, and then we're going to equip ourselves to share what we believe and why we believe it. And those two things, those all go really well together. So we're going to learn, we're going to challenge ourselves, we're going to equip ourselves. That's the purpose of coming together for this training. The logistics, it's at Lincoln Brain Church from 9 to 2 with an hour lunch break. I'm going to dismiss you for lunch, and then we'll come back for the rest of the training. This first training that's coming up is in room E202. I'm not sure if that's the same room that we're going to be in for the other two later on in July, but I'll be sure to let those participants know. The very first session, so this is the packet that you'll get. It looks something like this. This has the outline of the day on it, and the very first session is you're going to have a talk from some Latter-day Saint missionaries that will come and tell you what the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints believes and why you should join their church, how to be made right with God, and there's a little section here for you to have some, write some notes about what they said, and at the end there's going to be an opportunity for a Q&A. So if they said something that you have a question about, write it down, and then have a Q&A session at the end just to figure out what they believe, and you can actually hear from some people who are Latter-day Saints, because that is a bulk of what we're talking about with this training, is we're comparing those two, the core Christian beliefs and what Latter-day Saints, the Latter-day Saint Church teaches and believes, and how to go about engaging with them. Then we're going to get into the booklet, the workbook a bit more, and mainly there's four different areas that we're going to get into. It's truth, Jesus, the gospel, and tactics. So those are the main things that we're going to be getting into. After each one of those sessions, I want you to be aware that there is a time for practice engaging. So what you're going to do, because we're learning, we're challenging ourselves about what we believe, why we believe it, and then we're going to turn to our neighbor, our friendly neighbor, and engage in what we just learned. Give you a chance to say out loud the information that just got poured into you. Okay, so there'll be some prompts on the screen for you, and it'll be some time to engage. So be ready for that. The final thing that you need to know about this training is that at the end, after all of the training, near the time when the training is finished, and I dismiss you, I am going to challenge you. It's in here. There's a challenge to go and meet with a Latter-day Saint person, somebody who is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, for the purposes of getting into a spiritual conversation with them. And I want you to try to practice or use some of the things that you learned from the training, just to give you an opportunity to do that, right? So it's not just a training to come and learn some things and be like, oh, that's neat. I want you to go out and actually use your words to engage a person that God loves and that is lost, and that God loves and wants to reach, a person that Jesus died for. Josh McDowell says, I've never met a person that God doesn't love. I've never met a person that Jesus didn't die for. So we're going to go and have a conversation with them. So I encourage you to accept that challenge of here. I'll give you a list of phone numbers and ward services and times to go to and ways to reach out. You can do it on Zoom or online. Just have a phone call with somebody. Anyway, that'll be the culminating practical experience. That's kind of what we're working towards, so that you can actually use the information that you'll learn on Saturday. So guys, thank you so much for being willing to participate in this training. I will see you Saturday morning. Definitely reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns.